Hey guys, how's it going? December 4th, 2021. And we're back on. So we hope. Hopefully this... there we go. Okay, the screen's on. I just want to make sure. It's a little backlogged. Let me get myself back into Discord here. Bob's already here. Da da da. Oh, yeah. Oh! Bob was there. Bob said, screw that, I'm tired of looking at you. Okay, we're live.
Yeah, I figured you were AFK.
Oh, I was okay. I jumped just as I was about to start the stream. Okay. Anything you have in mind? We got lots to do.
Yep, lots to do on the railroad.
Obviously the wood, the depot. Let's see. I haven't really taken a good look at it. Yeah, beams. Now the cool thing is the lumber. As I was saying when we were talking just before we came on there, the some of that lumber too can transfer over to that one firewood depot right there. I bet you it's pretty low. What do we got?
The firewood depot at the sawmill?
Yeah. Yeah, we depleted quite a bit of that last night just on the Eureka. At least I was, so I imagine he was doing the same thing.
Did you update the sheet because it's not showing on my list of jobs to do?
Yeah. Well, let me see. I'll go see. I'll go take a look and see because I know I saved.
Did you empty it out and then the game crashed, which would fill it back up again?
No. I emptied it out. The crash wasn't too long after that, and then Brandon said that he was filling it up. But let me just take a look. I want to take a look over here and see what it actually says. I could have looked on the sheet, but I want to physically take a look at this. Because it's possible. I know there was one number that I had that wasn't linked up properly down in the oil fields or something. But it wasn't anything that you did. It was something that I was doing. So sometimes a link could be off. But let's see. Well, it's 20. You didn't fill it up too much then. I had it down to 4 when I had it, so maybe that's why. Maybe it's only, it's probably only given you two cars at the most would be the maximum.
Well, and if you look at the stacks over here of firewood, 2 of them are completely empty, but one of them's at 100, which means it's not going to refill anymore.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he probably didn't know. Yeah, you gotta balance it out. I was balancing it out, so that's what happened. That's okay. I know there's another engine. I can fix that and bring an engine over to clear the rest of that. I know we have another engine that needs filling. I think the 70 needs it. That'll at least get that back down. I don't know if it's a priority necessarily. What do you think? I think...
So the sheet says there should be 21 cordwood here. You said there was 20, I think.
I said there was 20?
Yeah, there's 20 of 32 wood here, but the sheet says 21. So I don't think the sheet's been updated.
Oh, it's been updated. I'll double check.
Well, it doesn't match what I'm looking at in the world.
Yeah, I know. That's interesting. I mean, I will take a look one more time.
The firewood says 374, but it doesn't sound... I'm not seeing 374 here. I mean, there could be issues with the cells for sure.
Yeah, I'm just I just want to see what we've got here. So 32 is showing up for F10 input. Is that what's there? Is 32?
Well,
No. Hold on a second. That doesn't make sense. Sawmill firewood has a value. You're on it.
Which means that words it's trying to add words together, which doesn't work.
Okay. Let me see what's going on here. Let me try it one more time here.
So the output is skewed by 2.
Let me copy it again.
2 squares.
Let me copy it again then. Let's see what the hell's going on. So they might have made a change again. But let's see. Okay, I just pasted it. Well, that's interesting. How come we only got firewood inputs for 10, 11, 12? I thought we had a... No, maybe we didn't have a 13. No, we have a 9 somewhere. Oh, wait. It's a 9.
9 is the sawmill. 10 is the iron ore. 11 is the smelter.
Okay.
And 12 is the coal mine.
Yeah, it's just... Okay, it's the format that's different. I see what's happening. Because I was looking at 10 input. Well, this is weird. Because the output... Okay, the output's 8600. Sorry, it's just the formatting that's throwing me off. So it's showing 20 input. Is that what's physically there?
Physically, it's 20, yes.
Okay.
In game.
Well, then that's what it should be.
And then the 186 is correct on your sheet.
Okay, so sawmill firewood has a value where you're at. So
this is why we have to paste it in D first, D column, and then look to make sure all the numbers match up all the way to the bottom.
Oh, I see.
And then you can paste it into the C column.
Okay.
Right. So obviously, at one point, the format did change, and it got copied into C, and now some of the things don't work because the format changed.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that's probably left up to me to fix.
Well, I will definitely do that. That's not a problem. I didn't think anything changed. It looked the same, so I was happy with it. You know what I mean? Like the tops looked the same, so I thought, yeah, the bottoms will be the same too, and it seemed like everything was leveling out. So, you fix that one. I'm going to fix this one here. I'm going to go down to F12. And let's see. So that's 90. I see. So yeah, it's like you said. It's skewed off by 2, and it's somewhere below. It's not happening. Okay, so that fixes that. Now, C86. That's wrong. Okay, so C88. You guys watch it on YouTube, just a second. We gotta fix something here. Smelter firewood should be 83 to 86. And number 11 should be 81. Number 10, 76 to 79. C72. Firewood 10 input. So that should be C74. I think we're good now. Here, you want me to do... I'm going to do one more paste.
Hello.
Oh, it doesn't really matter now, I guess. Hey, buddy. So it's started at... I don't know if it started at the firewood or if it started at the... I'm just looking at iron ore out. C61. Ah, crap.
Yeah, so on cell 53, 53 is messed up too because it's got words in there, not a number.
Where did this begin? I'm just trying to think here. Yeah, okay, I see. So we're all the way up to 52. Okay, not applicable. C23. 25, that looks okay. Output 23. Now you're already doing what I'm doing, so it's going to be somewhere in here.
Well, I'm changing the color so that the coal mine educts match the coal mine educts, and I'm shading it the same color just so it stands out more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I was checking where you were. Everything lines up here. Refinery.
Yeah, so it's the freight depot where it messes up.
I think it messes up just before that. Oil barrel output. Now, crude oil out. Okay, never mind. Oh, oil barrels out. Okay, gotcha. No. No, it starts at coal. Let me see here. Oil barrels out is at C49. That's oil barrels. Well, that would be at the refinery output or whatever products. Why is there 2 zeros for refinery output? That's what happened. Get a load of that on the C column. They have 2 refinery outputs. I gotta check this sheet again. Or not the sheet, I want to check the map.
Well, doesn't the refinery have 2 outputs?
Oh, it does. Okay, I'm getting confused with the... Never mind. Does it?
No.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
You should have 2 outputs.
No, oil barrels out. That's it. It's just the oil barrels. That's the end product. Refinery out. I'm looking at the map now.
Yeah, just oil barrels.
Yeah.
He's got oil barrel. He's got oil barrels in there twice. This is where it's all screwing up. Ah, crap. Sorry, guys, with streaming and all this, but I want to help fix this up. I don't know how he put 2 in there, but he did.
Oh yeah, it says $40 times 46 twice.
He's got it in twice, and then I think from there. Okay, so there we go.
Is there 2 places to load out that material? Maybe there's 2 cranes.
No, they don't even have cranes.
Well, or whatever method you're loading the boxcars with.
I don't know. We haven't really seen it.
I think there's only one. I've seen it. I think there's only one output.
Like the sawmill output has beams and lumber out, and there's 2 stations, right? One for beams, one for lumber.
Mm-hmm. I think there's only one station, though. If I recall.
Yeah, I haven't been down to the refinery yet. Or not very much, anyways.
Okay. I'm working my way from the top. I think I was already working the way to the bottom until I was like, how far did this go? Lumber in, lumber beams. I'm just gonna copy this in chat just so they know what's going on. This is what we're messing around with. Be a few minutes, guys. We want to make sure we got the right reports here. Man, I love the program, but there's times where I just want to do an in-house thing. Because I can do it if I mean, I programmed RTS, so I should be able to do that, but a little bit more complicated just because it's not raw data. It's not actual text data. It's I don't know what the hell the code is. It's probably in ANSI or something. Who knows? Hexadecimal. Who knows? There's some format for it. I'm caught here. Yeah, I'm right. So I'm right below you if you want to start there, because I got confused once I was there for some reason. Let me just double check from the bottom up. 4032, 390, 32. Output, freight depot output 186, yeah. Okay. Iron ore 404, I think we're okay. I think we got it all. Now let's see what the report says.
Well, B48 where you are is lumber in for the iron mine. Right? That's what you see on that cell, lumber in, iron mine.
Yeah, but these changed. Remember that? Don't.
But if you
No, don't. Hold on.
But if you double click it, it goes to the coal mine output, which is wrong.
Okay. All right.
Iron mine input is either 59 or 61.
There's another issue that we had. Remember one time they swapped the inputs? Just be careful.
Yeah, we have to watch that too.
Yeah. I think we'll be okay. Usually if it's just like 2 or whatever. Okay. So you're at it? I know I know everything else is fine then. That one I must have missed.
So you want me to fix that one? I was waiting for you to...
Oh, okay, yeah, you want to fix it. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, you were there. I thought you were fixing it. My brain was getting scrambled trying to... I think that's it. Because everything else seemed fine to me. What's the report I'm going to say now?
See, iron mine out is pointing to the iron mine in. I think everything below where we are right now is messed up and it has to be checked.
Firewood 9, I've already checked. Down here, I've already checked those. These are okay, and there's stuff above it. So this is the only one left then. So there's a few that we missed when we were going back and forth. So that should be 63?
Yeah, that's iron mine output.
Wow. Okay, that was a different one. And the 4 and the 0 were these were the ones that got switched, 61 and 59. I think that's okay. Lumber in. I have no idea if that's correct or not, but we'll figure it out eventually. Yeah, these ones are fine. I checked those. Those were thoroughly. What happened was I was working my way down and then I worked my way up and then I didn't finish. I think we're fine. Yeah, if not, we'll find it. Eventually. Okay, let me see what the what is saying. Logs to pond. Yeah, now we got firewood. Yeah, 207's coming up. 207's coming up for a 5 things. Of course, that could take a lumber too, which we might be. I don't know if there's an imbalance of lumber. No, there isn't. Right now, we're pretty even. That's because there's been a lot of demand over at the freight depot. The page 1 looks a little different, I think. No, not. Maybe not. Raw iron. Okay, so 117, 4 of the iron cars for depot delivery. Yeah, I think I sold out of. I think I sold out of the iron as well, and then that's interesting. So it looks like yeah, a lot of stuff with the sawmill. Depot delivery. Oh, that's that. Okay, that came from the smelter. Gotcha. Okay. All right. I'm happy enough with that. Yeah, I'll try to be careful. Morning, Bill. Okay, according to a driver in my chat, he has 2 outputs because it has 2 outputs at the refinery. So that would explain it. So it must have originally had 1, and then we only were listing 1, and then boom. All right.
Well, he might have had 2 in the game, but he only listed 1.
Listed the 1. Yep. Yep. And then
someone told him he has to list them both, so then he's added that at some point.
Yeah.
And now we have to add it.
That's okay. We'll try to be more careful. I was doing it before, but it looked like nothing had changed, so I thought, yeah, this is good. Like, once the format changes, that's when I would have really taken a look, but okay. Do you have a preference of... Uh-oh. I didn't crash it, Oh, that was weird.
I don't know.
I
I
thought
still
you
hear
did too
you.
for a second.
I'm having a hard time alt tabbing. Did you see that?
That was weird.
I was having a hard time alt tabbing. What the heck happened? Are you on?
That's the Steam thing. It's fine.
Okay. The music stops when I go to an alt tab, and it just freaks me out.
Were you holding shift when you did an alt tab?
No, not that I know of. Unless I had cap logs on, but I don't think that... No, it's not on.
Well, holding shift can make Steam do funny things.
No, not that I know of.
Shift tab is how you see their overlay.
Yeah.
The Steam overlay.
And I think I will, I'll bring some beams down to the depot. What do I need over there? Because I might be able to combine it up a bit. So, freight depot. So we've got 10. Oh, it needs 10 beams. Needs 10 beams, and it needs 5 lumber. Okay. Well, that's okay. So we'll make 2 trips, one big and one short. That'll take care of that. Sounds like fun. So what do we got? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars in this one. How many are in this one? I think I had the 70 last night. 3, 4, 7 cars on that one. I'll bring... Actually, no, I did have the 70. Tell you what. 1, 2... Or I don't have the 70. I have, I brought Storm down last night from the, So I'm going to take Storm. Oh, that's 9 cars. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to take Storm over to the south side of the yard, and I'm going to grab that lone car 201 that's in track 2 to clear that up, and I'll take I'll come back around again, and I need to load up the wood for... I'm gonna top off the wood for Storm. That'll clear that track. That'll hopefully clear up the rest of that, and then yeah. Sounds like a plan. I mean, I'd love to be working in the south, but obviously this takes priority. We lose our wood supply. We... Everything stops working. Running together with me, or are you going to run your own?
Well, I was thinking if you're going to run a 10-car train, I could run with you.
All right. Yeah, I'll do the 10-car train once, and then I'll... So I'll pull ahead, I guess. Pull ahead, and then... Yeah, pull ahead, back up. Back up, get that... Grab that one car, and then... Maybe shove it back? Yeah, sounds like a plan. Oh, I'm out of fire. Because I was standing around there too long. Yee-hee.
Hey, all your brakes are off on that train.
Okay. Roger that.
You're pulling forward to grab one more car off that third track.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna back right through the. I'm gonna back right through over to load up 10 beams, while I'm also going to be loading up. I'm also going to be loading up the wood here in Storm. Thank you. Yeah, some of those trains were like 6 cars and 7 cars, and boy, even 6 and 7 cars were giving me problems with single player. Got one switch against me coming up.
Okay, I'm coming up to get him.
Roger. One for sure. I don't know if there's going to be another one after that, but it's okay. I'm gaining my boiler pressure, or actually gaining the fire. My boiler pressure's not even up yet.
The next switch looks to be set for you to take you on the main, so that should be enough headroom.
Roger that. I'm gonna let this thing heat up a bit. It's what happens if you're in the vicinity and you're like I was sitting there once I started the server and I was right in front of Storm and at the south end, and it just depleted. But if you're nowhere near the engine, it remembers all its values and doesn't take away the resources. Okay, we're good now. Man, that goes quicker than I thought. There we go. I get the brake off.
You only have one more car to go anyways.
What's that? Oh, I do. Oh, okay.
And that's good enough. You can back up now.
Oh, that'll take me to the small the other yard, or I can take any single.
Back us up to the third track where you wanted to grab one more car. You said.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of the small yard, but that's fine. That works.
Oh, these are state cars. You don't want these, do you? Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do. Okay, so I'll come back. There we go. So what did you think of the idea with possibly having the dispatching and still having the ability for people to talk to each other and crews and what have you? With the sheets or whatever.
Well, if you have enough guys on, you definitely need a dispatcher.
Well, I don't know if we're gonna, to be quite honest, because there's been some people that, basically took one look and that's been it. There was one guy that was on the other night. It seemed like he was doing pretty good, and he was pretty impressed, but he hasn't been back.
There.
Yeah, stop there. You said stop, right?
Yes, please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Pull ahead one truck.
All right,
Get there.
one truck. 1 second. You still need me to pull ahead?
Nope, now you can back up one truck and I'll try to make a joint.
Alright, roger that. That's just slack. I didn't even do anything.
Yeah, I saw the train bouncing back and forth. That was enough.
Okay. Is that it?
Yep, should be connected. Okay, brakes are off. You can pull ahead till you're on the. So next we want to go through the neighboring yard to get to back into the.
We're gonna have to go all the way around. Every track is plugged up. See, when I saw that, when I said track 2, I was talking about the small yard. Every track is plugged up in that yard right now. Because there's like a single car on track 2. There's something else on one of the other tracks, but I think people were just dropping cars at the end of their stuff. So I guess we got to head out onto the. I guess we got to head out onto the main line. It was either that or wait.
No, there's still this very outside track that curves to the left. It's not part of the 10-car yard, the big yard, but it goes from the curved yard to the loading docks.
Okay. Is my okay there? Or?
I'm at the top end of the yard checking switches because I was at the back of the train.
Oh, okay. I stopped. I'm around the bend here, off on the main. So my engine's just on the main, and my back cars are at that last switch. Or the first switch once you get into the yard limits.
I'm coming back now.
Do you need me to meet you?
No, you're fine where you are.
Roger. Yeah, Brandon's working out pretty good. He doesn't like talking as much, and I honestly I know how he feels, because like unless you and I have a good rapport, we're not constantly talking over each other, or you know what I mean, or getting too excited. But it's I'm not gonna name. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or anything.
I never get excited.
Unless I say shit. So I'd be a hypocrite if I don't get excited once in a while.
Okay, well you had pulled up perfectly just past that one switch, so
oh nice.
You can back up, and all the switches should be set right to the loading docks.
Roger. So I was thinking about that, and I did the schematic for, now obviously that's I can do a much better schematic. The drawing tools are pretty good in sheets. They're not perfect, but I mean they're nice. And it was good for me because I got an in-game, well not an in-game, but I got a kind of a representation while you're still working on some of the formulas as to how the South is looking, or what the South needed. Because I did want to get things started there, and just give a place for some of the stuff that just was calling for transfers, such as beams and stuff like that. Obviously, we're not connected to what the lumber demand is, which is going to be that last destination. But we're close to that, and the only way I can get closer is once things are doing good is to work the south. Tools have been moving. We got oil. We have oil produced now. We just haven't got a tank yet. Last night I realized we needed to focus on the wood and the customers. That's the other thing too, is the customers. What I was thinking. Remember how before we were talking about supply and demand? Really, I think what should dictate it is not so much real-world economics, but I think ideally what should dictate it is how many people we have running. Because what'll happen is in a situation like this, if we have... So I took a shot at it, put a simple formula in there that is... I multiply the inventory... the ideal inventory times a random percentage, multiplied that again so that it wasn't too high. And that's actually sold me out of a couple products now, including the beams, which is why this one will be a good one.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you wanted to go into the negatives, like
no.
Back situation.
No, and that's why I noticed you were in with the sheets watching me fill up the orders there. So what happened is I when it was calling for higher than what I had on hand in that sheet that I copied over, I refused to allow it. I only took what we had. So no, I mean, yes, we can go into the negatives, like say back order. That's a possibility. But it shouldn't be, I suppose the back order then would call for more.
Yeah, it's only math, so if it sees negative on hand, it's going to order more.
Okay, well then that's possible. I'm okay with that. I never thought of that. I thought of it...
Slow down.
Yep. Hold on. Okay, breaking. How are you? You okay?
Yep, so what are we loading here?
All beams.
Okay, 2 more cars then.
Roger. I was gonna switch it up and do a little bit of lumber and beams because we need that too, but it's only 5 lumber we need. 5 lumber and 10 beams.
1 more car.
Roger.
Half a car.
Roger.
You're good there.
Okay. So yeah, but speaking of the demand side of things, I'm wondering if I should try to keep track of how many people we have running. That way, that dictates the customer. I mean, obviously that doesn't happen in the real world. You have crew shortages, or you have too many crew members and people aren't called up on the spare board. But in the simulated world, everything depends on how many people you have available. Because if we're short of crews, it could actually really start. Like, say for example, all of a sudden we're cold. It's just you and I and Brandon once in a while. Then suddenly, what I was anticipating demand isn't going to happen. But
2 more cars back.
Roger that.
So what you can do, instead of pointing at the maximum inventory value, you can point that to the on-hand value, so it'll never go over. It'll never oversell you.
True, but I didn't want to do that.
1 more car.
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere there is good.
I know what you mean, Because that would slow down the demand automatically. So that's possible. So
and
instead,
then to what you said about the number of people on. So if say Coffee logs on right now, the first thing we can get him to do is go into the Google Sheets and sell some stuff. So he goes through, we create a procedure on how to sell stuff, and he goes through and he sells a bunch of things because he's online.
yeah,
And then MacGyver comes on and he sells a bunch of stuff.
yeah, that's possible.
And that way, as people log on, that creates the demand.
True.
Okay, 2 more cars ahead. Back up. One more car. Half a car.
Half.
Anywhere there's good. Nice thing about loading beams is it's quick.
Yep. That's possible, with what you suggest. I just don't know if I want to put... I know some people are saying, the sheets are confusing to them and all the other stuff, which is understandable.
Well, it's because they haven't taken the time to read them or understand them.
Yeah, no, of course. Of course. And the descriptions, we got to keep the descriptions up to date, or... I was thinking of... I was going to do a video last night on it, and then I didn't. I went to bed.
I crashed, by the way.
You just crashed? Okay.
Yeah, touching this crane, it crashed me. So if you want to load them,
Yeah, will do.
I'm back in load while I relaunch my game.
No problem. Okay, so I gotta go 2 back. Did you get the last one? Nope. Okay.
Oh wait, no, I didn't crash.
Oh, you're there.
Something popped up on my screen and froze my game.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice.
No, I didn't like it one bit, actually.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to mine earlier, too, but...
But the sound went and the screen froze, and I thought, oh, that's me crashing.
I couldn't
But
see...
it wasn't.
When I was trying to change sheets, or I was like all tabbing, and I was just like, I'm not getting my tabs. I'm like, what the hell's going on? But it's fine now.
Hey, back 2 more cars when you can.
Roger that.
One more car. Half a car. Anywhere there is good.
Emmett's awake this morning.
Yeah, I'm awake.
Who's awake?
Emmett. He fell asleep last night while we were playing. Well, what happened was I was loading the tender. Speaking of which, you and I can double up on that.
Yeah, especially on the Class 70, that takes a while.
Yeah. It's good. I got. It's good. I
I've filled the
got.
Class 70 before. It's not fun.
Well, the Eureka takes a while too.
Have you ever filled the Class 70?
I don't think we've ever filled the 70, have we?
I have.
Oh, you have.
I did the smelter once.
Oh.
It takes a while.
Hey, back up 2 more when you can.
Roger.
Presume you refilled the wood camp here, right? The firewood camp.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, then you'll be good. But you'll need to refill it again.
Yeah, I know. We may not even have enough
One
to
more
fill.
car.
Roger. 1.
Half a car.
Half a car.
Actually, a little more than half a car.
Okay.
Good morning, Oprickle. Or however you pronounce that. That's good there.
All right. Yes, morning. Do you get a beep or anything when somebody comes on?
Yep, there was a beef, and I have an on-screen notification that someone has entered our channel.
Oh, where's those settings?
It's in Discord.
I knew it was in Discord somewhere, but...
And they also texted me that they would talk if they had permissions, but they don't have permissions. And I remember you saying that when you set that up.
Oh, I see, yeah. So they're... Yeah, they're viewing.
But I do see those messages.
Awesome. Cool.
They pop up on my screen as well through Discord.
Nice. Do you want me to back up a little bit?
No, we're all fully loaded. So
what about? Do you want to get the firewood?
You don't have enough.
You want to load it up on firewood?
Yeah, might as well. We might as well clear this out. We're not gonna totally fill it up, but
the thing's unbalanced, so.
Well, we know that.
Balance it out.
Yeah, we know. Okay. What the hell? Okay. That was weird. Where am I? What do I gotta go aim right here? Just above the letters?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
That's what I always say.
It says just above the letters, so...
What I'll do is I'll stand here and watch you throw them in. And I'll tell you if you're making it or not.
Okay, here we go.
So go find your spot.
Did it go?
I was watching you that time, so do 5 more. Yep.
Awesome. So just above the letters you gotta aim for. Damn, wood pile's in the way.
I saw them show up. I only saw 2 show up, but I don't think I see them all the time.
No. I go up to the log pile just in case.
I'm just chucking wood into the tent. Gotta go a bit more to the left.
What do you mean I
think you might have got that one in, but you gotta be careful there because it's not as long as it looks.
Oh, so you gotta hit the center?
Yeah.
Hit the center. Hit the center and above the letters, he says.
Just above the R and the T, I see.
Okay. Shooting right through the O in transport.
Yeah, works too.
Here, you go try it. I'll see.
Yeah, you already put in a lot of work on there.
Yeah, it's working. Oh, yeah, we're working. We're working. Well, this is much faster doing it this way.
Yeah, and I just stand here and go right click, left click, right click, left click.
Is that going too low, Emmett?
I'm not sure.
Because my fire looks like it's coming. My wood looks like it's coming down below my target.
Go there.
That's my only concern. Here we go. I'm gonna try it again.
I saw those.
Okay, cool.
They landed.
It just when you're firing it, it looks, it has the oh, what do you call that effect?
Curvature.
Yeah, but there's a it's a gravity effect with guns or something. I can't remember what they call it. It's gravity basically pulling it down. Like when you shoot something.
You gotta lead your target.
Yes, yes. Oh, we're even now? Shit. Or we're almost even. That didn't take long. 50, 85. Now it's 85 over here. Oh, okay. That's because it's got... Yeah, whatever.
2 of 32 on this side, so it's not going to make much more wood.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and we got
Now
lots...
we're down to 1 of 32.
Yeah, we're going to be done in a minute, so... As far as that stuff.
I take all the firewood that's there and just,
Now we're at 0 of 32.
Keep on chucking.
So now no more is going to be made, so now it's important to keep them evenly matched.
Yeah. Well, I don't...
You're probably going to bring them all down to 0.
We're going to bring these down to 0, I think. I tend to agree. Once I start seeing the wood come up, I'm starting to see a little bit of it up there. Then I'll make sure it's really even. Let me go take a look. Ooh, it's coming up. We got a ways to go, though. Yeah, we got a ways to go. We're not even at the top yet. But it's coming. We're not going to make it. That's okay. We just bury the hell out of it. Once we come back from our beam run, we'll do a save, and then, or, yeah, you know what I mean. We'll do a save. There it comes. I'm seeing the wood now. So how high does that go, Emmett?
Fairly high.
Like 2 levels above that thing.
Okay.
Now that we can see it. And then there's like a half level on the very top.
Oh, yeah, it piles. That's what happened with the 70 last night, too.
This is the 70.
Or sorry, that's what happened with the Eureka.
Won't be thrown from that if I were you. Won't be thrown from that one if I were you.
Well, they're all getting down there.
Yeah, that's a little small.
No, I know. Normally, I'd be more careful, but we're not gonna. We're gonna use all of it. I don't know.
I don't know if there's another level above that one or not. I think there might be a small level above that one.
Okay, I got 1530, and we're done. Here, I'll go take a look. You can finish it off.
There's still more to go.
Oh yeah, we're still loading. Here, I'll even grab some for the thingy. 10 more in here. Okay, I filled my boiler. Woohoo! Wow.
Damn, I'm completely out of firewood.
Do you want to save? Before we leave?
Okay to save.
Yeah, I'm okay to save.
Look at that wood in the back of this thing. Wow.
Yeah, I know.
There's like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 levels above the flat part.
Crazy. Okay, boiler pressure is not right at the top, but should be okay. It's heating
And I
up.
can tell you for a fact that's not even as high as it gets.
Yeah, that's good. All right, forward. Yeah, that's right. Duh.
So we're going forward to the depot.
Yeah, I'll go forward. So I should be able to get right out of here.
So you're lined up all the way to the main line, right?
Yep.
Or is that yeah, that's the right
I'm
main
lined
line.
to the main. Yep.
Love it when a plan comes together.
Awesome.
So the first switch you'll need is then going into the depot probably, because the switch is probably set for the yard.
Yeah, I forget what it's set to, but yeah.
It's set to going south, I believe.
No. No, we went into the... I think we're into the depot.
No, we'll be down the yard ladder.
No, you don't know shit. You were sleeping.
Well, last time you came from the south,
I wasn't in the south. We...
Oh, that's
Brandon filled... Yeah, shut the fuck up.
I thought that was yesterday. Never mind.
Go back to sleep. We've had depot runs, dude.
Yeah, I was thinking. You're probably lying.
I'm lying. I'm probably lying to the depot because Brandon was the last one in there, or I was, and I know the one I ran, I backed up all the way. I didn't even bother turning the damn thing. I just backed up empty and said, okay. I think I had 7 cars or 6 cars or something. Some stupid number. I like the 5s and 10s. I know the evens were better for some of the cranes, but 5's good for visibility as single player and I still have to cut down some trees. Corner, man. It looks like I'm on the main.
Well, then you better slow down.
Oh yeah, I was prepared for it. Oh, I slowed down too quick.
So we have a new prospect in our Discord, and you pronounce his name Opricle.
Opricle. Oh,
yes,
cool.
That's what he said. You pronounce it like.
Well,
he would like to join us, and I told him you only had employees between sessions.
Well, we can make an exception.
Well, that's on you, dude. I'm just
we can
tell me. They're your rules. You can break them whenever you want.
Yeah, an exception's okay. I just don't want it to become the rule. Let's see here. So, yeah.
Did you find us through the Railroads Online advertising or through the YouTube channel?
You have access now. Yeah, curious. Curious how you found us.
He says both.
Yeah, he's got access now.
There we go. How you doing, lads?
Oh, doing good.
Yeah.
Doing good. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, my friend may join. His name's A. Prickle.
Oh, you're O Prickle and he's A Prickle?
Yeah, then I have a friend called X Prickle, then we have E Prickle and C Prickle.
Oh, nice. Come with your own crew.
Nice.
Yeah. To be fair, I'm the only one that plays this game, so who knows what they're gonna do.
That's okay.
What's the server name by chance?
It's RTS. All the information is.
Yeah, we don't want to put that on the stream, so
yeah.
I will text it to you in Discord.
Yeah, I'll text it to him. He's got to go find it. No texting.
Yeah, because we're
let him do the work.
Streaming in here and Sean's streaming in YouTube. We don't want that info. At least,
yeah,
especially the password.
It's in the if you look in the pinned messages, you'll have access to them. You'll see it.
Jesus Christ, you know all that stuff.
So we're trying to make, a worthwhile destination for people to come and play, and so we're trying to add some extra content in it. So I've lined you all the switches so that you don't go to the turntable.
Yeah.
For now, I don't know where you want to go to at the moment.
What game region are you guys using?
We're in Toronto.
So Toronto, Ontario is your best bet.
Yep.
But I'm actually still on the Columbus server, and I found RTS. It was way down the list, but it was on the list. Okay, let me join Sean's company. Let me double check my P screen. My P screen says I am in the employ of Sean. So we're selling these to the depot, are we?
Go for it. It wants it.
Where in the world do you reset your Steam region by chance? I know I sound like really stupid when I say that. My Steam has been acting up recently.
Yeah, you just go to your Steam settings, and then in the middle of that page is the you'll see downloads. You click on that, and then the screen that opens up will say download region.
Okay.
This first car didn't go. I'd do it. Wink.
Yeah, the first one didn't want to unload for me.
That's fine.
So you can pull ahead 5 cars for the last half of the train.
Roger.
Some cars definitely works best here.
Yes. 10 car works good for this platform.
4 cars. 3 cars.
Alright, there we go. I got
2
myself
cars.
some for a long time.
Cool. 1 more car. Half a car.
Also, apologies to any slurred speech or anything like that I have.
No problem.
1 truck. That should be good there.
Roger.
Yeah, 10 car trains work good for this because it's like a 5 car track, right?
Yeah. Well, it works good for single player visibility. Not to mention, it's perfect for turning this train around at the turntables, so I'm going to get that started. Do we want to turn it around or we want to back up 10 cars? I don't know. I think we should turn... I think we should turn... I think we should turn it around, but I'm okay either way. I want a Y.
You want to buy the whole train?
No. Just Y. Just a small Y for the engine. I don't need to Y the whole train. I got some ideas, but I guess I'll hit some brakes here. Alright, 2 brakes on this end.
I'll put 2 brakes on the tail end.
Okay.
Also, my in-game name is different than my Discord.
No problem.
Oh, this is the Class 70.
Mm-hmm.
You realize that you have a hard time turning this thing around, right?
Well, it can be done, can it?
You have to get the pilot wheels on the other side of the turntable.
Yeah, you can turn the Class 70. Just have the pilot hanging off the turntable, not the tender wheels.
Yeah. Ooh.
That's the best you're gonna get it.
Yeah, but I go too far.
No, you're good.
You think?
That's good.
Alright. Emmett says I'm good, so... Yeah, oh yeah, we'll be fine. Actually, I want to go the other way. Easier to see when it's coming around.
This doesn't feel right. Being able to turn a train too big for the turntable. As a heads up to you two, I'm a lot newer to this game.
That's okay.
So I don't have much experience in playtime.
No problem.
Need to turn those silly things off.
God, why does the care? I know y'all are streaming, and I'm just super confused at some crap right now, so I might mute myself for a quick second and talk to myself because I'm delusional.
That's okay.
Yeah, we don't mind if you talk to yourself off mic.
As long as you don't start talking about potatoes and shit. I had potato recipes or something last night. I don't know what the hell it was. Whoa! I went too far.
Got momentum.
Momentum. It's been a while. Stop.
Nice J Shade. So you're in the game? Oh, Prickle.
Yeah, he's Shade.
Cool.
I went way
Yeah.
too far.
Yep, you turned that around right with the tender on it.
Oh yeah, no, that was fine.
And the pilot hanging off.
I just turned. I turned the. Man, that thing had more momentum than usual. I don't know if it's the weight or. Would it actually consider that?
I think
This
she
game's
just
logic, no, it would not consider that. The Betsy can almost outpull everything. No.
Yeah, everything is actually needing to be nerfed, not just the Betsy I hear. So that's.
good there.
Oh, I went too far again because I'm looking at the damn track and it looks like it's evened up, but it's not.
That's good.
Is that good?
Just like a nudge, but I don't know if that will derail from that.
Yeah, it doesn't look good on the front end here yet.
Right there.
Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Ooh.
Pilot seems all lopsided, but pilot.
And we'll see how bad it is.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, I got 8 out of 10 in.
Hey, Betsy's just kind of a wood-fire pizza with wheels compared to this thing. Just a wood-fire pizza oven with wheels. That's Betsy. This thing's huge.
Uh-oh.
That's gonna be your pilot.
Unhappy.
Giving a bit more. I'm giving her all she's got. Oh.
The pilot wheels look morphed into the ground. Yeah, they are. They're morphed into the rails.
I don't think you can do it here because of the height difference.
Well, I'm gonna back up.
I'm not sure if you can.
Yes, I can.
Alright, your pilot's not stuck anymore.
Good. Man, definitely get a Y for this sucker. Yeah, had to give it a
There's
little.
like an immediate gradient there. What the heck?
That's probably something I did.
Yeah, the turntable's been off.
Wow, the tender just
Getting stopped.
drifted onto the rails because it was off.
You need to stop.
I need to stop. I need to stop. No, he's
Oh, he set up.
he set me up. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, see the height of the turntable does not match the height of the rails.
Oh yeah, turntable's a lot lower. It's
At the front and the back.
And it's only like it's to the half point of the rails, so it forces the train to fork into the rails.
Yeah. And then there's a bit of a gap in the rail, which that throws off your perception right away.
Yeah.
But hey, I haven't laid a single turntable, so I have no idea how to do it either.
They're interesting.
I have
I'm-
very little track in this game.
We got the whole network, so you've
Well,
seen.
no, we don't.
Like to everywhere?
Yeah, take a look at the sheets in the.
No, we don't.
We're
We don't
fine.
have to the refinery.
We're there.
Oh,
I just
wow.
have to lay the rails. We just added a yard over at the oil field, just a small little storage area because I was running out of room. Oh shoot! I guess we gotta do a save, huh? Or we should.
Yeah, save now would be good.
All right, saving. Done. Okie dokie. Backing up. Trying to back up.
You got about 10 to a joint.
Okay, there's two brakes at the tail end as well.
Love those front lights in the Class 70.
Oh! Did you see that? I'm telling you, it's a little heavy. It's a little heavier. Usually we don't have a big sucker like that. The tender just went plunk. We usually have a smaller engine for these. I've never taken Storm down here.
This curve is pretty tight.
Well, there you go. I have never taken Storm down here.
I don't know how tight because I had to build this one.
Oops.
It's tight.
It's not the tightest though.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Alright, pin at it.
Alright. So I got 2 brakes in the back, 2 brakes in the front.
Alright,
Just do a little stretch pull first. Make sure you're connected.
Roger. Stretching.
Yep, we're connected.
Roger. So what's the sheet say now?
Unless you save and redo the number.
Oh, I gotta do that too. Screw that.
It's not quite automatic there, Sean.
I know, I forgot.
Fun to get automatic.
Could probably do a macro. Maybe.
It's possible every time you save, you could take the data from it.
What do you mean you take the data from it? No, it's too much work. If there's a macro, I might be able to do it, but...
I mean, one thing that I could do is just go to the sheet, go to the RTS sheet, go to where it says commodities, and we took 10 cars of 3 beams out of the sawmill, right?
Yeah.
Well, because there was 43 logs on the other side, the beams would have refilled,
Mm-hmm.
right? Oh, but you're saying it's the train disappeared, right?
Your tinder's shaking,
That's okay.
like quite violently.
So let me go to the receive tab because I need to receive these beams.
Yeah. We can do that for sure.
Blah blah blah.
Well, if you're doing that, whoops, let me get the brake on here. If you're doing that, I might as well go into update the map here while you're doing that, and because we just had the what do you call it? Took all the wood crap out as well, so
Right.
that should change things. I'm gonna make the I'm uploading it right now, and then I'm gonna copy it over. I assume it's safe to copy.
Assume anything. I
Yeah.
would still put it in the C column and
All right.
scroll up and down, make sure they all match. You never know when he's working on it.
Yeah, that's true.
How many
Rolling.
players have we got on this server now?
Quite a few. What am I into Rolling Stone for? Jesus, Murphy Industries.
If you tab out of the game for a minute, Opercle, and look at my screen, my screen share and Discord again, just for a minute.
Alright.
I'll show you the spreadsheet that Sean and I have been working on. So there's a bunch of sheets on this Google spreadsheet, and I'll just
crap.
go through them. So demand. This is what inventory levels we want at the depot. This is a secondary market, so it's got nothing to do with the game. This is an artificial market that we're creating. So these are the inventory levels we want to keep at the depot. Storage is something that Sean's added for trains in process. So they've loaded up the train and put it somewhere but haven't finished it yet. Say the train's heading down to the southern part of the map, but maybe it's stopped at the depot in between sections.
We're updated.
Employees. So here we're going to add you. Do you want to be Shade or do you want to be Opercle?
Oh, Prickle's better, because I might be changing my user soon.
And how do I spell that?
With an E, not an I.
Opercle. There you go. You're employee 13. These are the items that we have in the game. This is how many of those items go on each car. This is the game price that we sell them at. And this is so this is a number, inventory levels per piece. This is how many we're storing at the depot. And then whenever we take anything to the depot, we receive it here. So the stuff that we did just now, December 4th beans, blah, 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 10 cars. And then all of these, whenever you see a cell that's purple, it means it has a calculation in it. So it figures out that because I said beams, there's 3 beams on each car. Because I said beams, when we sell it, it's going to give us $12. And because I said beams, and I said 10 cars, it's multiplying 3 by 10 to give 30 pieces received. The next tab is shipping. So this is stuff that we sell artificially. So once we receive it into the depot, like we just did, it disappears. It's out of the game, but it's still in our inventory system until we sell it here. And we just started selling stuff December 1st. So every day Sean goes in right now and he uses this random number calculator over here, figure out how much he's going to sell each day. And we talked a bit about this morning about how we're going to manage this, how we're going to manage the demand. And what one suggestion I made was that if someone logs on to a session, that they would come in here and add some sales themselves. So there you see, because of where I put your name on the employee list, you're already listed here.
Okay.
You could already make a sale, and then you would look at this sheet and say, okay, we got to sell 5 logs. So you would go here and you would say logs, and you would say 5. There, you just sold 5 logs, and then you'd look at the next one, cordwood. 5. It says 5 cordwood. So you go down here and you go to cordwood, and you put your name here. You'd say 5 cordwood as well. And then if more people logged on, more people would add in sales.
Okay.
That was one suggestion I had. We haven't decided how we're going to do it yet. But I'm going to blank these out for now. I can't actually blank that one out, I don't think. Oh yes, I can. Okay. So that's the shipping tab. The inventory tab. Now this is all purple because it's all calculated. So here's all our items. Here's how many rail cars we've received at the depot. This is the pack size for each car. So logs has 6 in each, cordwood has 8, beams have 3, blah 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 blah. So now this is just a multiplication of these two. This is our shipped quantity. So this comes from the shipping quantity. So there, logs is 28. If I went here and I just said logs 100, and then I go to inventory, bam, all of a sudden there's an extra 100 there, and there's minus 98 on hand. So you see that that's all updated live, which is cool. Go delete those again.
So you did use settings, calculations, trick, and all that.
Yeah. So there we have quantity received, quantity shipped. The difference is the quantity on hand. It's just a simple calculation. This is what we want to have, and that's based on the demand page. So if it's logs, we want to have 24. If it's cordwood, we want to have 32. And again, so I've made lookup tables and calculations so that we only have to enter information once. Like once I put your name as an employee, then if I go to receive, you're there, right? And if I go to shipping, you're there, right? So that's the idea, is to just put information in once. So quantity shipped, quantity on hand. This is how many quantity we want, which comes from the demand page. And then this calculation divides how much we need by how much we have. So we need 22 of them, and there's 6 in a car. So 22 would mean, 4 cars. 22, well, it should be 5, I guess. Depends on how my formula is working. So it's taken 6. I'll have to look at that later. Anyway, so after inventory, now we have railroad online inventory. So don't touch these 2 columns, but this column is the information from a program called MiniZerg, which is the map thing that this guy has made for us. So in here, we would copy and paste all this stuff like that. We have to do it here. So we copy and paste all that information into this page. This is our RO inventory. And then those numbers get added here in the proper format. And then these numbers get used in all the other sheets. So every time Sean saves and updates the map, we have to come and copy and paste this and put it in here. And what we do is first we paste it here to make sure that all these numbers still line up. Because every time he changes the format, these numbers get shifted. And then if the numbers aren't in the right spot here, they won't be in the right spot here, they won't be in the right spot anywhere. So that's an important step. So that's the RO inventory page. Schematic page is something Sean's working on. It's a visual representation of logging camp to sawmill, sawmill
It's
to
pretty much
smelter,
done. It's pretty much intact.
smelter to the 2 mines, sawmill to the down to the southern 3 factories as well. And then this gives you a visual idea of what needs what.
Okay.
Commodities is another version of graphical representation. So at the logging at the sawmill, let's say this one here. So there's 43 logs in the pond. There's 0 cordwood because actually Sean and I just emptied it out, and there's 0 firewood there because we emptied it out. There's 57 beams in the output, and there's 100 lumber in the output. And once one of these gets to 100, it stops creating. So that's why there's 43 here. And then these numbers are used in all the calculations.
Okay. I see it.
So there's the iron. So the iron mine has 0 iron ore, and it has 390 firewood. It has 4 beams and 4 lumber. Well, see, that's got to be wrong. Because if it had 4 beams and 4 lumber, it would make iron ore with that. So this is coming from inventory B48, and this is coming from inventory B49. So if I go to inventory,
We still got an error?
well, there's something messed up here.
Yeah, all right.
Inventory, RO inventory RO inventory B49, and RO inventory B48. So then we look down here. So it looked at B49 and 48, but it says 4 and 0. Why, I don't know why it's 49, 48. So those are definitely different. I don't know.
They swap or something? Is that the ones that swap, remember?
Well, on the
I'm not
RO
looking at it,
inventory
but-
page, one shows 0 and one shows 4, which is proper. Because up here,
So you're an iron mine. That's oil field input you're on.
yeah. See, here's the iron mine input. So 0 for that and 4 for that, and that's 61, 61 and 59, and that's 59 and 61. So that's right. And this is 48, 49, and which is this and this. Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get that at all. Oh well. Anyways, so
Yeah, we'll figure it out. It's all right. We got
this is something I'm working on. Not finished yet. Here's all the trains. Here's all the trains we run, and they're all. This is all still temporary too, but. So our 100 trains are deliveries to the depot, and we deliver everything to the depot according to what the demand is. And then these are the set trains that we have. If there's capacity at the destination, and if there's available cargo to pick up at the source, then we run the train. And this is just a calculation of this times this.
You don't have raw iron down to ironworks, do you yet?
I don't know.
Doesn't look like it,
Right.
because it's asking for a
Iron ore.
it's asking for a transfer as opposed to an inventory balance to the freight depot. But anyways,
So does it take coal to the ironworks, or what are we taking to the
it's
ironworks?
let me check the commodity or the schematic here. Raw iron goes to ironworks input. And coal. So we got like 56 coal right now. We got no iron, nothing sitting, no iron that's sitting down at the ironworks right now. Raw iron, I should say. So that's one. If you look on the schematic too, that should be the proper numbers, as far as I can tell. But again, unless there's an issue.
Wait.
Okay.
So that's iron ore goes to
raw iron goes to the ironworks, and coal goes to the ironworks.
Here they are here. So smelter loading. So start.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong. I'm on my schematic looking. Hold on. I'm not watching you. I brought the train in. Where am I? Here we are. Hang on a second.
So those trains are listed.
Oh, they are. Let me see. So it must be even more trains then. So smelter. Oh, I see. Down at the bottom, 507, 508.
507 to 510.
Yes, gotcha. Oh, I'm looking. Oh, I'm into the run trains tab. That's why. I'm not looking at your stream. Cool. I'm just trying to figure out which the next one. Do you want to? Oh, sorry. Do you want to split up and I'll run a single train, and you guys can keep going?
Yeah. Well, I'll finish telling.
Yeah. Go ahead. That way I keep going, and you can do what you're doing.
Okay. So this sheet lists all our trains, and then if there's capacity and an available cargo, then it does this to a 1. And then anything bigger than 0 shows up in this tab. And you see that the 507 and the 508 are smelter runs to the ironworks with either 4 or 6 cars loaded with raw iron. And we could do this train 8 times, or we could do this train 5 times. This is a bigger train, so we could do 4 cars 8 times, or we could do 6 cars 5 times. And if it's a single person doing this train, we're recommending it'll be a 5-car train. But if 2 guys were working as a group, then we're allowing up to 10 cars in a train. So and then each day you'll see me post pictures of these until you guys get comfortable looking for the information yourself. And then I won't have to anymore. But right now, that's what I'm doing. So those iron ore, those trains are listed. But normally we work our way from the top down, and that one's just not. It doesn't have high visibility, but it's there.
Tweet.
And then this is something else I'm making for a job listing. So this RTS 001 would be a job, and now this lists all the trains that come out of the sawmill. So they go to the freight depot, they go to the coal mine, and they go to the oil field, because that's who uses the beams and the lumber. And again, this is just all of this information is created by that formula, and then it looks back at this sheet for all that information. So if I add a train here, or I change these numbers, then it updates automatically in these blue pages. Because they're blue, we don't touch them. They're all governed by a formula.
Okay.
Ballistic trajectory. That is what Driver has told me. Morning. Ballistic trajectory. Remember we were putting the wood in and it kept falling? Ballistic trajectory. But there's an effect of some sort. Never mind. Sorry, guys. Keep going. I was just reading my chat. Morning, guys.
Okay, so you're going to take this 10-car train back to the yard, Sean?
It's there. You're in the yard.
Okay, cool. I was on the train.
You were on the train, and yeah. I figured I was okay. That's the easy part. Once you got a 10-car train, and as long as you can keep I can keep an eye on everything. So.
And
I got Betsy. I got Betsy. That me.
So you're gonna do the cordwood run?
Well, it needs logs too, but yeah, I think we need to get some cordwood down. I gotta check the balance too. I think the balance is okay. Oops, I got it. But yeah, Because this one, Betsy needs lumber too. These poor neglected engines.
Okay. Well, if you take care of logs to the pond, and
That's what I'm gonna do.
You
to
just
the,
flip the switch
to the
against
sawmill,
You just flip the switch against yourself.
then
Yeah.
me and Oprico can work on something else.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah, I'll do Betsy's yard tasks and everything. I'll clean up the yard later too. Get it nice and pretty.
So when we run in multiple crews, we try to do stuff that's going to interact with each other, because that creates moments of enjoyment. So since Sean is going from the logging camp to the sawmill, we should do something that involves the sawmill. And according to my sheet, we can take beams and lumber to either the iron ore mine or the coal mine or the oil field.
Beams to the oil field. Hit. It's a long train though. Whatever you guys want to do.
I'd say oil field would be a good
You can
train.
hit coal mine if you want.
That's a pretty one.
The longest run. It's a good
Yeah,
one.
that's fun. And I cleared up the track last night, so
Have to bring some logs into this fire.
I know. That's why I got cordwood.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
And the coal mine takes beams and rails. So we'll take
100 lumber.
so we'll take eight cars of beams, and then we'll tear out 2 cars of rails.
Let's see in the back here. Ooh! Yeah, we got a lot of extra lumber. Oh.
Yeah, we only have 20 rails at the smelter, so that'll clear that out.
Oh, the lumber? Okay, so you're gonna clear the lumber
No,
out.
rails. The
No,
rails
I'm
is
saying I
20
got
rails.
we got 100 lumber in here and 57 beams at the sawmill. I'm just wondering if I should be using cordwood, if I should be using lumber, but unless you guys got other trains that are prioritizing it.
Take this train and we'll do 8 beams and 2 rails.
Alright.
So do you want to drive or do you want to conduct?
I can drive, I can do either or.
Okay. Well, I know the layout of the switches and the yards and stuff better than you, so you can drive, and I'll be your conductor.
One departing sawmill loader.
Are we good to move on?
Yep. So we need to back up.
Alright.
Then we need to cross over into.
Why am I going forwards?
Oh, Jesus, it does not want to look back. Got wheel slip.
Yeah, well,
There we go, all she needed was a bit more pressure.
I haven't done this in a while.
There you go. And you drive with the controls in the cab, or do you use the UI?
I do both. It just depends on what route I'm doing. If I'm familiar with a route, I'll drive with the controls in the cab. If I'm not, I'll drive with the UI first to get familiar with the route.
Yeah, well, I can see right now you have no fire in your belly.
Yep, I just started killing stuff. Do you want me to like pull up to a stop right now, so we'll just pull it up or what?
I just fueled you up right there. That's part of my job.
Yeah, for
If the engineer's in the UI version, then it's the conductor's job to keep the wood in the belly.
Tell me when I need to brake.
The end of your train is approaching the switch we need.
Alright.
So you still got 10 cars to go. And me, so I'll hop on the front here. Move ahead slowly. Doesn't have to be dead slow, but just so you can stop within a switch length.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Just gonna let her build up. No need to rush it. Which switch we're needing to go to, so I'll just go to there.
So because we loaded up and we came out this way, the rest of the switches should be set. I only had to switch that one set.
Alright.
Well, when we go to the left, eventually we'll have to switch the switch that we'll have to flip the switch that Sean flipped to get his train out.
Okay. See the switch that.
Slow her down. The second switch is the one I need to flip.
Got it.
This first one's okay. And you're about to derail if you don't slow down.
I swear to God, I was on 100% brake from the corner. What the hell happened?
It's called momentum, and you're going to have to get used to it.
Okay. Yeah, apologies to that.
These trains do not stop on a dime.
Yeah, I'm used
So
to
the first, so when there's a derailment, the first thing the conductor does is set some brakes. Otherwise, we're going to lose the train.
Okay.
Because what happens if you're on a hill and you pick up the car that derailed, all of a sudden all the ones that are not derailed, they start running away.
Okay, so we'll have a... Okay.
So I'm putting a couple
It's
brakes
okay.
on.
I usually derail once a session. I had a derailment. I had a derailment last night. I knew it too. Once I saw the switch, I was like rushing it.
Put 3 brakes on, so they're not going anywhere.
The junction over, I guess you call it Coal Junction. I guess we call it. That switch, I was assuming, oh yeah, it's for me because I'm the only one out here. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not the only one out here, because they ran to the iron mine, and I was like, ah, shit. So don't feel bad if you derailed. It's you're not gonna get thrown off or anything.
Okay.
As long as you're communicative and you don't talk over people and talk about potatoes all day. Even if you talk about potatoes all day, I won't get too angry. But
Yeah, I was a part of A and J for a hot minute.
yeah.
For like 2 days. And so the conductor who was meant to be setting the switches ahead of me, he took Betsy out ahead of me while I had Erica. And he didn't set like 4 of the switches. And so I ended up, instead of going to the iron mine, somehow I made it to the coal mine. Made 0 sense. Then I got blamed for it and I got fired, so I
Fired. Oh, that's not nice.
Yeah, it was literally day 1 last night. It was like I literally downloaded the game last night.
Oh wow. Yeah. Don't worry. We're more forgiving.
Yeah.
We're more serious too.
Mistakes, that's all we ask.
We're more serious too. I mean, we don't screw around too much. I mean, there's guys talking about making racetracks and all kinds of stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah. and building all kinds of stuff, and like, nah. We like running prototypically, but it's still a sim. It's still a game. We're not gonna worry about it. I derail all the time. And I don't do it purposely. As long as you're not doing it purposely, I don't care.
Yeah.
I got no problems with that. I'll have a good laugh too, and then that'll be it.
Yeah, I don't plan to do things purposely.
Nope. That's fine, man. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Nobody's gonna fire you here for either a mistake or cast blame for something else and get all shitty. I'm not like that. I have a reputation of being like that, believe it or not, in the RTS days, but oh well.
How petty are you?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's a little different when Run 8, when people would just take stuff and do whatever the hell they wanted. That pissed me off, because then it was difficult for me to fix it, but... I mean, I was even cleaning up somebody else's train last night, and I didn't mind. Maybe I'm getting older, I don't know. I guess we're all getting older. It wasn't a big deal.
So when we're putting locomotives together, you always want to put the pin and the link in the front part.
Okay.
So there's the, and these ones are sometimes tough to see.
I'm just like standing up on this higher point looking at the lug nut. I can, GUI stays
I
okay.
put the link and the pin in that one, and then we're going to go here, and we're going to make sure it doesn't have anything. And I usually do it twice, just to make sure.
That's smart, double checking yourself.
They always double check themselves on the railroad, and this is a railroad.
Yeah.
So in the client, you won't see some things that the host will see, and so we have to do things different when we're clienting. Hoping this tender will come online.
Betsy. I'm
She's
so
off.
hungry.
See if I pull forward if she'll come back on. Oh, have to.
Yeah, I was trying to put the pin in while you're pulling it back, but the GUI was just freaking out. I can't even see if there's a pin in there.
No worries. I re-rail this tender back here.
Alright.
Damn, I need a snack.
Would you like me to just keep on pulling it back?
Yeah, you can bring it back slow. Didn't land on the rails again.
You in a straight section? Sometimes you need that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm in a straight section.
Yeah, well,
There, we got it. We got it this time.
Alright.
it's much better than what it used to be.
Okay, so steam valves in this game are not like the most realistic thing ever. Got it.
I wouldn't know. I don't know much about it.
Still early access, and they have a lot of tweaking to do.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, you shouldn't have to go over 30% regulator, but you may have to go up
Thanks, buddy.
at the beginning to get moving, but after that, you really don't need that much regulator.
We'll have a late lunch. All right.
Not close enough, or do I need to keep backing her up?
You need to go back a bit more.
Alright.
Oh, I shaved today. See, you don't even have to leave the light on. Did I leave that on?
Thank you.
Try pulling forward.
Alright.
No, we're not connected.
I'm be dead honest, I just saw the train, like, I didn't even have the reverser set to go anywhere, and it just started rolling back. But this is a downwards gradient, so that makes 0 sense. Alright, going forward again?
Yeah, pull it forward. I'm having troubles.
The train is literally sliding back to the cart. Slowly losing fire temp. I'll keep her up. I'll let you figure out what's happening.
Betsy departing logging camp to sawmill.
Beast is good.
Whereabouts are you, Bob?
Trying to get to the loading docks of the sawmill.
Okay. I'm coming back down the hill. I'm going to hold it. I don't want to be in your way either.
But yeah, we're linked in, Bob.
Yep, I heard when you hear the noise, that's usually a good thing.
Alright, let me check the pins on the back. Got a pen. Take this pen. Alright. You want to start pulling around back? BP dropped on us.
No, I don't think so. We still got 130. Lots of pressure. Lots of
Well,
pressure, lots of fuel.
We were at just a quick standstill, and I was like, uh-oh, BP. I was like, I just put a bunch of firewood in there. I put about 15 pieces.
How's your water?
Haven't checked that in a hot second.
3,800 water. We have lots of water.
Alright, pins are in. Try pulling forward. So
No.
when I'm rotating the brake cars to turn them off, do I turn them left or do I turn them right?
So in the top left of your screen, it'll show you what the brake percentage is.
Okay, zeroed out.
As the client, if a car goes out of vision for us, it despawns. And then when it goes back into our vision, it won't remember what the brake is set. So when we approach a brake, we always have to touch it and set it to what we want. Whereas when Sean goes up to a car, it remembers what the brake setting is. So if he sets a brake at 100 yesterday and he comes back to it today, it'll still say 100 because he's the host. But our game doesn't remember.
One's
Our
at
game may
one.
remember at some point.
One's in Woodward. Y.
We've got our train back together. We're coming into the loading area.
Roger. I'll hold.
Well, you can go. You're going to the log pond, or you're going to the firewood depot.
I have cordwood. I'm going to go to Firewood Depot. I'm going to hold.
Okay. Well, you'll be quicker doing that, so you can come down and do that.
All right.
Be a second anyway. It's all
Yep.
a learning experience for me.
No problem. Passing North Woodward.
Yeah, I thought you were going a little fast when we were making that left-hand curve, but I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna let him learn.
Yeah.
tell somebody you're going too fast, you gotta watch it and happen.
Yeah, I noticed my reg. I like if this game is just set to like realism because I've done actual train driving in real life, steam engines.
Oh, I forgot. I go to the other track, don't I?
What you
Oh,
do, you know, you
no,
actually have
actually,
to push
this
the
way.
regulator back down towards 0 again
No.
to increase speed. And so in
This
my
way.
mind, I had my regulator at 100 and I had my
Oh,
reverser at 31. Yeah, but my brake was at 60, and so that threw off the whole system.
The reverser in this game, and I got this straight from the dev last week, the reverser only does forward and reverse. It doesn't do anything like adjust
Oh.
how much steam is going to the pistons. So it's got nothing to do with power or anything yet. They plan on adding that, but it's got nothing to do with it yet.
That's interesting.
It's simple, front and back. Go forward, go backwards.
So now I know I just don't have to really touch that thing at all unless I want to go forward or backwards.
Yep. Yep, and that's why you went too fast and derailed, because you were at 100% throttle. Thinking that your reverser was limiting how much power you had behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game definitely has a learning curve, but once you get used to it, it's pretty smooth sailing. It's nice.
Oh, there's Betsy up here. To me, it's insane how such a small, technically, what is it, S-scale locomotive can push all this.
Yeah, very overpowered.
Yeah. Because an S-scale locomotive can barely pull 12 people in real life on miniature 5-pound cars.
Uh-oh. That didn't work. Now it's working. Something happened there. Usually that works pretty good. Oh, well.
I see you guys are using the ramp system like Con.
Yeah, that didn't work for some reason. I might have been a little... I might have ran into me, actually, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, that is definitely some server-side crap happening. There's just a bell floating here for me. It's great.
Ah, crap. I went too far.
That's good there, Sean.
Is it? I'm okay?
Yeah, you're fine.
Alright.
Another car.
So cornwood
Roger.
turns into firewood. Got it.
Any wood.
All
Any
kinds of
wood.
will turn into firewood.
So we have some extra lumber there. We could probably end up using that, too. As long as it's not...
Boy, on this platform, it shows you lumber right here, and then it shows you a log, and it shows you cordwood, and it shows you the beams, so it inputs any of those.
Okay. I like the game mechanics so far. They seem quite cool with how everything works.
Another car back, Sean.
But I also like how like they were able in their alpha stage to even get like the multiplayer to be this good.
Yes.
Half a car.
Yeah, this game impresses me to no
That
bounds.
should be good there.
Also, I feel like you guys may or may not know the question. Does the pin tension change? So like downwards gradient, the link is resting on the top pin instead of the bottom pin.
I don't know that it does that calculation.
I don't think that calculation is something that happens.
And these people have run 40-car trains. I don't even think the link is capable of braking at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's still force, but...
Oh god, so all honesty, the only train that I've seen first person so far has been the Betsy. So seeing the controls of this thing on the interior, Jesus Christ. What is that? That's my door handle. Reverser, where's my...
The only extra control you get is the compressor for the brakes on some of them. I haven't seen the generator. Have you, Bob? Do we even have a generator?
They're not around yet.
They're not around yet. Okay.
I've seen them do anything yet.
I have, what's it called? You know the two, like, gearbox trains?
Heisland Climax.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot which one it is, but one of them uses the generator.
Oh, okay.
Probably the Heisland, I'd
I
imagine.
was watching Con Gaming yesterday, and he used it, and I was kind of impressed.
Nice.
Yeah, I literally watched, like, Dumper Con, Rodeo, and a few other guys play this game, so I learned all my crap from them.
Cool.
Yeah, Con's a good one to learn from. He's got a lot of tricks on his channel. I learned a lot from that too.
What about Dapper? What do you think about him?
I mean, he's good. He plays with Con. He's pretty good. I usually stick with Con. He's got the best stuff.
Yeah.
I got the best stuff. Now. I'm just being a jackass. He probably has nice formatted videos and shit, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. See, I don't go with that. I'm too lazy.
One more car. Half a car. One truck.
A little further.
Yep, still more.
You should grab the log cars.
I am. Kind of ass backwards. Usually I like to have the engine on the other side.
Well, there's a turntable up there at the logging camp. You can have it any which way you like.
Well, I know.
Kinda.
No, it works.
Well, the
You
problem
can
is
also
you
cover
can't
it
run around.
at
Yes,
its
I can.
size and just re-rail it.
We get
Nah.
there and you...
That'll probably be good.
I'll be back. You don't piss in the bushes.
Yeah, the mechanics of this game are so impressive for, like, everything that we've seen so far with this development group. Insane. Alright.
That wouldn't be good.
Tell me when.
Half a car. Yeah, there's good.
Alright.
Hasn't been as many bug fixes lately, so I'm expecting there might be something coming. It's just a suspicion.
Oh yeah, there has to be a big thing coming soon. I feel like they need two different, like, sized trains, you know? Like, you need two different scales. Because technically the Betsy, like, I forgot the class call, but, the actual class should be on an S, trail, while these gear trains should be on more like an H.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna implement that yet. They have the shade coming. They have the caboose, all sorts of signs and stuff. So I think that's gonna be probably one update or something like that. I'm not sure how they're gonna stage that because they haven't done any yet, except for bug fixes. So it should be interesting to see how they do that and how fast they come out and whatnot.
Half a car. One truck.
Oh, my bad.
That should be good.
Alright.
It'll take time.
I like it. I like it the way it is, though.
You can't be an expert in one day at this game, otherwise you wouldn't come back and play the second day.
You're right. Yeah, when you said one truck in my mind, I was like, is this guy insane? I don't remember what he's talking about, but then I remembered the word truck and bogey mean the exact same thing.
Yeah, most people say trucks in this game.
Okay. Do you call it a pilot or a drivetrain?
On the front of a locomotive, I call it a pilot.
Okay. Alright, pulling forward.
was thinking with this whole dispatch sheet too, despite the
One
fact.
truck
Sorry,
right there.
I'll shut up.
No, you're good. We're stopped now.
No,
Just don't talk while I'm counting. That's all.
no, I didn't realize you were moving. That dispatch screen too. Even if we don't use it all the time, it's a good way of logging what trains have been run, and that might play into that sheet too, or can, in theory.
Are we doing 8 logs, 2 rails? You said.
Yeah,
All right.
or 8 beams, 2 rails.
Okay. 8 beams.
Well, actually, let's do the shorter trip, so we'll do 3 lumber instead.
Okay.
Because I should have put the rails up front, but I didn't leave 2 empty cars at the front. And if we put them at the back, we could be for trouble.
Yeah. Pulling on forward.
Yep, about 5 cars forward. And since Sean was here and went back to the logging camp, he shouldn't have any problem with switches.
Switches look good.
Two more cars. 1 more car. Half a car. 1 truck. Anywhere there is good.
I was over there and I forgot to get the fire. I just realized
Have to
it.
grab it when you get back then.
Yeah.
You know, I wonder how many devs worked on this game.
One.
There's one guy who does all the coding, and then there's a team of guys that do the different shading and modeling and stuff.
Okay.
And then there's one guy who does calculations for all the physics. There's like about 6 guys in total that all are having a share.
Got a music guy too. So it's,
Yeah, music
Yeah.
guy. He's got some good
they got
content
a guy
too.
that does the history for it. That he researches all the stuff.
No, these have 6 on them, so it takes a little longer to load.
Okay.
The music guy, Hayes or whatever his name is, he's got a lot of good content. He's got another good one for laying track or something, curves or something that went up.
I literally, so far, there's only one thing that I've hated about this whole game. And it's the xenomorphing that happens.
The
It
what?
sucks. The xenomorphing. I'm a dev.
Okay.
Xenomorphing is where, have you ever seen like 2 objects like cross into each other and they're
Oh,
Zed
that
clipping, yeah.
Z clipping, yeah. Okay, yeah, I've heard that, when you said that, I was like xenomorph. I was like, yeah, Z clipping. Yeah, I develop as well, but not as big.
Yeah. Alright,
I-
we need to pull forward.
I never
One car
got.
forward.
Alright.
I was
Yeah,
develop. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My bad. No, you were talking. My apologies.
It's okay. No, I'm
I
not.
developed
Mhm.
roadblocks for a little while.
Oh yeah. Well, I was in Unity for a tiny bit trying to get things, but I'm an old school programmer, so most of it's like basic and stuff like that. RTS was programmed. It's more data based.
So you like know DOS.
Well, yes, but I'm not. I can go further ahead. Like Basic is one that I used a lot. Visual Basic I've used.
Got the C+ for a bit.
I did. I didn't like it. I never liked it.
At my workplace, a few days ago, our cash register broke, and so the work knows like I build computers and crap like that,
Mm-hmm.
and they know I program them. So they called me in to see if I could program their cash register, which is written in DOS, right?
Oh, nice. In DOS?
Like, oh, yeah.
I didn't think anything was written in DOS anymore, but okay.
It's a 95 register. It's old.
Oh, nice.
So So I went to go in and reprogram it. It's not written in DOS. The manual's wrong. It's written in triaptiform.
Ooh.
And triaptiform was literally only used in 1995 on that specific thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the manual says it was written in DOS. No. Oh, I'm losing fire. Holy crap! I've just been
They
saying.
just didn't want to explain what triaptiform was.
Would you like me to?
No. I do not need that to enhance my life.
Don't worry, it won't enhance it that much. Alright, 15 wood was added to the firebox.
No, I never heard of it myself, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't hear of it until I came in that day.
Mm-hmm.
We're good to go on, Mr. Conductor.
So now we're going to back up.
Alright.
We're going to back up into the yard until we go far enough back that we can find a switch that'll let us go north.
Alright. We're gonna be backing up at a nice 25% on our rig. Because I know.
We could go, yeah, 25 is good. We could go forward and flip some switches, but then that'll change what Sean needs when he comes back down.
I'm going a different way. I got logs now. Don't worry about me.
A 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, whether we go forward or we back up. There's less switches if we back up.
Alright, I'm dropping it to a 13% because we're like coasting on a downhill part.
Okay. Oops. Here's the one right there. There we go. I've got 201.
Oh, I forget this thing has compressed air brakes, so you can't brake drive it. That sucks. So they at least have that physic in the game.
Yeah, I hate that 2% will hold a train. That shouldn't be possible.
Yeah, like a compressed train. Also, I'm at 100% brake pressure. I do not need my compressor sitting at 100. Yeah, my air brake pressure's at 100.
It doesn't affect anything though, if you have it.
Okay.
As far as I know.
Yeah, okay. So this shouldn't be affecting any of my like fuel or any standpoint.
Yeah, you can blow the whistle all you want, and I mean the whistle will simulate when you're down, but it doesn't take any air. You can have
changes when you're down on pressure.
You can have the cylinder cocks open all the time. It doesn't do anything.
Oh, that's a joke. They need to. Whoever the programmer is. Come on, man.
Well, no, I mean, you got priorities. That's okay. I'm all for it.
Oh yeah.
I like
Tony-
smoking
I mean,
something.
It's important to get the primatizing mechanics in first.
You got one
One
developer.
train length back.
Alright.
One's left the logging camp.
Roger. 3 cars plus a loco. 2 cars plus a loco. 1 car plus a loco. 1 locomotive.
You still at the loaders?
We are back in the yard and we're getting ready to head north.
Roger that.
Alright. So you can prepare to come north. I'm going up to see what our next switch is like.
Alright, I'll creep forward at 16%. Excuse me, I just got a text from work. Hold up.
Yep.
And I got called in today. Yay.
Right now? You gotta go right now?
No, not now.
Okie dokie.
I got called in to come in at 4 because our 4 o'clock girl, she, something happened to her and they're not telling me, so.
Shit.
Okay, switches are all set to the main line.
Yeah, I should be going forward. I'm at 63% rag, 40 fire temp, oil pressure's at max, and we're creeping. That makes sense. Hold up. Reverser does have something to do with it. Hold up. Yeah, that's okay. There's some with whatever that dad have told you. Because I was riding at 100. No, I was riding at 60 reverser and 64 regulator. And I wasn't moving, and I was like really confused. So reverser does have something to do with crap now. Something.
Well, I suppose they could have added that.
I always thought it worked.
Or that dev didn't know what he was talking about.
Maybe. Who knows?
Stuff changes, that's for sure.
But it seems like it's been like that for a long time, but I don't know. Whatever. Just exiting Woodward Wide now.
Run the main line between Sawmill Yard and Smelter.
Yeah, I'm heading for the logs.
This map y'all have made is quite beautiful, very satisfying to the eye.
Thanks. How'd you like it?
How long did this one take you to build?
Probably 150 hours.
Wow.
I don't know. We played a lot too, so it's hard to say.
I'd say 150 hours.
Yeah, we played a lot with just the top part of the map connected.
Just recently had the south portion connected.
Yeah, we're not quite hooked up to the refinery yet, but that's okay.
Well, I'm glad I get to work for y'all instead of A and J. A and J, there's literally almost every turn you derail. Like, unless you're literally coasting and you're not going over, like, 20 kilometers an hour, oh, you're off the rails. This Storm is taking this gradient like a tank. Jeez.
Storm's awesome.
Yeah, Storm is awesome. Class 70s are just extremely strong.
We're passing the rock cut now.
Right.
So after the rock cut, it starts going downhill, so watch your speed.
Yep.
You'll start to pick up speed.
Oh yeah, I noticed that immediately when we got to the flat. So I'm gonna ride her about 30-something% brake, around there. Letting her go down. Now 32 something too much.
Usually I go about 20. I find that's a good one to go, but it depends on what you got.
Yeah, we're going about 19 right now.
There you go. No, we've had our share of bad track, but then we got rid of it. We didn't put up with it. I had a spiral bridge that was a mess. Not a spiral bridge, I should say. A big S-curve bridge. The spiral's not so bad.
It wasn't an S-curve, it was a back and forth curve.
Well, it was bad.
It was terrible.
Does your brother play on the line too, or does he play off your account?
Who?
Talking about Emmett and Sean.
That's my son. He's 13. I'm 49.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Did not expect that.
His name is Emmett is the name for engine number 2, the Eureka, and then his cat's names are number 3, 4, and 5. So Storm is the oldest cats. Wow, shit! I gotta get rid of that switch.
No, the switch is still there for a reason.
No, it's not, is it?
That switch go?
No, this is the friggin' dead end thing.
Why is it there?
Because I never took it out.
That's all you added in.
No, I didn't. That's
Didn't hear that one, Urkel.
Wait, how old is his son again? 13?
yes,
Yeah.
Did you say?
yes.
Your son's almost my age.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm only 14.
Oh, there you go.
love with trains with a major interest.
Good. Oh, it's nice to have.
Hobbies.
Yipper.
Oh, that means you're like me, so you play golf.
Nah, you don't play golf, do you?
No.
He plays. He likes baseball.
I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you, 41-year-old boy. That feels like an insult saying that now. I didn't think that's it.
What's that?
Saying you play golf, Sean.
I don't play golf.
49.
I played. No, I played golf when I was younger. I haven't played golf in years.
Yeah, I played golf in high school and college.
Yeah, I know a lot of young people play golf. I know it's an old man sport, but no, I don't play it.
It's an all-age sport, actually. It got renamed and reimbursed.
Well, I played it. I played it years ago.
I got friends that play golf too, which is pretty interesting at my age. But
Heck, I bowled when I was young too. I
It's
bowled.
not a sport.
I used to get that all the time.
Bowling is not a sport.
That's
We
what
be
they.
going right on this
What do you
first
say about
match.
auto racing too?
I jumped off the train as we went over the trestle, and your switches are all set.
Okay, I never noticed that. Oh, there you are.
Gotta remember to take that switch out. Who the hell had it lined up for that stupid line?
And it looks to me like you could use some firewood in your belly.
We're still at 4. Oh, yeah, fire temp. Fuel was almost at 0, actually, as you said that. Good call.
They're close to 100 now.
Yeah, we're at 97.
Good. That means I made them all count.
the only thing underpowered about Betsy is her brakes.
Well, that's good. Did I go too far?
So when you hit the T button, you lean right, and you hit the R button, you lean left.
Oh,
How do you center yourself?
You hit it. You hit it again.
Hit it again.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you do?
Yeah.
That was
Why-
so weird. We just stopped. I just saw the controls flip themselves. Brake and regulator. Brake was at 0, regulator was at 30, and they just swapped.
Interesting.
It's only a slight. That's only. I bet it's just a client bug or something like that, you know.
Oh, shoot. Couldn't get back up. I forgot this thing helps me stay in the. Just pushes you back far enough, and then you.
Yeah, if you're going slow, you just bounce off the points. So it's not a particularly tough route up here. It's not very twisty. It stays the same grade. You've got a full fire in your belly.
Oh yeah, we'll be good.
I actually booked some swimming time at a local recreation pool today.
Nice.
So I'm gonna head out in about 10 minutes. But as long as we don't have any problems, we should get up to the coal mine in 10 minutes.
All right.
That'll be good timing to end the session too, because then we'll head out for the afternoon. Give you your afternoon to relax.
Oh, yeah. Give me an afternoon to relax before I have to go in and be a waiter.
Oh, that sucks. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh yeah, dude. I literally my first night, I could have bought this game 20 times.
Well, there you go. Hey, at your age, that's awesome. Emmett's never worked a day of his life.
Yeah,
You don't pay him for all this rail he's been building for you?
No,
You
sorry.
should give him
Gotta
like
start demanding.
for every hour.
he
give
gets an
him, like,
allowance.
$8.
He gets an allowance. Everything he does around here is take out the garbage. Oh, he cooks. He's a good cook too. He's a good cook. Sorry. He cooks more than me. Well, let's see here. What's it called? 6, 12, 24, 30? I'm surprised they didn't call for 2 of those trains. Let me see that.
You know, it's interesting. One of the guys
6.
complained that when you turn your mouse, you don't spin in a circle, you don't spin on the spot, you spin in a circle. And he found that annoying. And I just realized that's what I was doing because I had pressed the T or R button to look out the side of the cab. And then I realized when I was spinning my mouse, I was going in a circle rather than a point. And that's why I asked you what the T and R command, how do you cancel those?
Yeah.
Because pushing T twice has centered my body, and now I spin on the same spot. I don't go in a circle.
Oh.
Does that make sense to you guys?
No.
Yeah.
Emmett?
Tiebreaker.
Emmett?
I confused him.
A bit, yeah.
A bit. Oh, yeah. Emmett's confused. Wow, that's amazing.
Well, I'll try it later on when, well, you mean Sean and O'Prickle can try it. Just look down at the ground and just move your mouse in a circle, and you'll see if you're on a spot or if you're moving in a circle. And that's based on whether you have the T or R pressed activated.
Well, that is weird, yeah.
Oh, okay. Ooh. Does that work so I can look out my...
Hurts my eyes.
See, when I'm in my engine...
Yes, that's so you can lean out the window.
Well, I know that. I know, but the thing is...
But people who have problem putting firewood in the firebox, that problem might be exacerbated if they have their T or R buttons pressed.
The thing is, you know what I don't like about that button? Is when you're turning, you're looking out the opposite window. Like you're literally turning to the other side of the train. So if you got your head out the window, right, and you hit T, and you look behind you, all of a sudden you're looking out the back center. I don't like that.
Right, because your body's not centered right now. That's exactly what I'm trying to explain.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. It should put the pivot point to the new location, I would think. Although twisting your head around and looking at your body would be kind of odd, but
Yeah.
Might be going a little fast here.
Oh yeah, definitely. So I was testing with the reverser. So we're riding at 39% reg, but I was just taking the reverser up and down. The reverser does something.
Okay, well, that's good to know. Maybe they added it in, or that dev didn't know what he's talking about.
So the higher the reverser, the more steam you're getting to your valves. Lower the reverser, you're restricting it. So higher you are, more speed you can get. Lower you are in your reverser, the more power you can pull.
And what does the regulator do in respect to that? Doesn't it do the same thing?
Regulator just regulates how much of that power you actually need. It works in like a series of steam valves in real life. And it appears to be doing that here slightly.
so it's probably not perfected then.
It's not perfected, but it's definitely doing what it should do.
That's what I thought.
Do they both do the same thing, but one gives you finer control?
Yeah.
Could it be explained that way?
Yep.
It kind of, in a sense, if you think about it, because right now, look, I'm on 56 reverser, and we're going slower at the same 28, right? But if I want to use more speed, I throw it to 100 reverser, and we start picking up speed.
Need a racetrack to race.
Oh, that was already suggested last night. He was talking about building a racetrack or something. I'm thinking, oh, cool.
I just thought like a blank map.
Oh yeah.
Delete a bunch of trees. Put down some.
Well, he went further.
Work.
He went further. He said to have a racetrack and go to all the different destinations, and then the first person that got around wins.
Well, I'm not thinking that.
No, neither am I. I'm thinking of testing.
Yeah.
Testing,
You know,
fine. Testing is fine. I think that's cool. But to build a racetrack,
one guy's in the class 70 doing 50 reg and 100% forward.
Yeah.
The guy beside him's doing 100 reg but only 50 on the
Reverser.
reverser, and then see how they react differently.
But also that means it's a lot smarter if you go into those tug-of-war games that people do.
Tug-of-war
I joined a
games.
server last night and they were doing a tug-of-war match. And someone took a Betsy and pulled an 070 class, I think. Pulled it down the line. About like 23 kilometers of track.
Yeah, Betsy's definitely overpowered. They all are. So you're at the iron ore mine. Time to slow her down.
Yeah, we're down.
The track is usually, the switch is usually set to come into this track, which is the loading and unloading area.
Oh shit.
Alright. We're
Shit,
about
shit.
down to 5 and 25.
Shit.
Your first switch is for you, second
But
one's
I've actually,
Yeah, I know.
absolutely zero iron ore here.
That's when I start with my shit.
So Houston, you have a problem.
No, I say shit.
560 so far. Alright, tell me when.
More car.
When?
Half a car. Anywhere there is good.
Tell me when.
So I'm still an employer of Sean. I'm going to empty these cars.
You don't employ him.
Yeah?
You're an employee of him.
Employee of Sean.
Oh, there's a smart ass.
Alright, pulling her on board.
Yep. You can go ahead another car. I'm going to get this
Smart-ass
switch ahead of
kids.
you.
I don't think I'm employed to Sean.
Oh, you're okay.
That's-
You're just driving.
That's okay. It's okay. You're not unloading anything. It's only who unloads stuff.
Okay.
And if you embezzle, I'll take it later. If I feel like it. But lately I haven't felt like it, because I think I got like 12,000 right now.
You got 13,000.
Do I got 13,000?
Upwards of 13,000.
13,500 and climbing right now, so very nice.
Alright, pulling forward.
No, another car forward.
Gonna have to get another unit at some
You know,
point.
if we can do what Khan did with that very slow crawl. But we
That's
don't got
good
a lot
there.
of platform.
Some people do that, and we've done that sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's just, it gets trickier.
Especially at the smelter, offloading
Smelter, iron ore offloading that's easy to do. That's a good one.
Another car forward.
Coal's another one, too. There's a nice big area there to do it.
It's usually the aggregates.
Yes. I've only been...
Beams aren't so bad because there's only 3 beams on a car.
Yeah. I've...
So it can unload, bam, bam, bam.
Thank you, man.
I'm at a nice pace.
One more wing stop there. Because I have to do the lumber next. So we got 19 in the beams, but none in the lumber. So I need to come back here.
You can start pulling forward, or can you unload it from there?
I was able to get the first lumber unloaded.
Alright.
As long as it hits the deck, then it's good. So pull one more car ahead, please.
Making the pull. So yeah, I'm at like a lower reverser, and I get a lot more response from the engine immediately.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, well maybe we need to try that. Instead of doing like 30 on the regulator, do 10 and 10 to get more fine control. Okay, if you stop her there, please.
Alright.
Somebody mentioned that in the chat in our Discord. Do you know that? I didn't know what he meant by it, but he said something.
Another
Okay,
car.
come ahead another car, please.
Or I think it was a they. But anyways.
Well, I've heard people talk about it again and again, but then when I heard the dev talk about it, I figured he knew what he was talking about.
Was it the dev or was it the music guy?
It was one of the graphics guys.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, don't listen to a graphics guy. They barely know what they're talking about. I remember for this one game, I was helping not program, but I was like doing Blender models for. Forgot the game, but one of the graphics dude who was like doing the graphics and fine detailing on my make talked about programming to a kid, and I felt so bad because I knew what he was saying wasn't factual.
Is that it?
All
That's
right,
the load?
Forward another car.
No, just
Doesn't
wait
go any
there
higher,
a sec.
Emmett?
So one car I couldn't get to unload,
Okay.
and what we've learned is that if you run out of distance, all the cars disappear, and then when you run back into distance, and the cars reappear, you can unload them.
It's like an LOD area where you just basically show up and then it loads in all the data of the engine. That's the other thing too. If you have an engine that's parked that has a full boiler or whatever, and you leave it, you come back later, it's going to be running. So, very nice. Not realistic, but nice.
I'm just gonna put a little bit more wood because the engine was dying out. We almost were at 20, I think, fire sim. Letting her rebuild.
Betsy's at the bypass track at the whatever you call it, north track. Heading back to the yard. Filled up my wood.
Okay, we're fully unloaded.
Alright.
Were you guys down at Smelter?
We're at the iron ore mine.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you said you had to leave in about 10 minutes or something.
I do, and I got up here in 10 minutes, and I wanted to make sure it was all unloaded properly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we can save anytime. I'm good. I'm not. I'm on the.
Save.
Oh, okay. Hang on a second. I'm just hitting the brakes. I'm back on the main by the yard, but I know where I am. I'm gonna save right by it.
Yeah, we're storms on the line.
Okay, going to save. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. So I'll be back. We'll be back later this evening. Gonna take it easy this afternoon, but we'll be back after. We'll probably be on a very long session tonight after supper.
Yeah, when Sean goes back after dinner, he usually plays right till 11,
Yeah.
sometimes 12.
Yeah.
So, what time we think we'll be back?
Could be back as early as maybe 6 p.m. ish. We'll try shooting for 6 p.m. I'll let you guys know. Check the Discord and see, but I'll say we're gonna try for 6 p.m. 6 to 11 or 6 to whenever the hell we run. Might run till midnight. Might run later. I don't know. Emmett's only down here till 9, but that's okay. We can kick him out.
Even on Saturdays, he's only down till 9?
Yeah, he's gotta see his mommy. Nah, his
They
mommy.
need
His,
me now, and my car is broken down, and my mom would have to drive me, and they need me right now.
okay.
Oh, they retexted you instead of 4. They're like, come now.
We need
Yeah,
you
no,
now.
because the person who there literally just quit.
Oh,
Oh,
Like, she just left. Walked out.
there you go. I need you now. Okay, I'm leaving.
That's-
I'm leaving
that
this
was fun.
session. Cool.
I'll be back around maybe 8:45-ish.
Sure, we'll be on.
Alright.
All right, man.
See y'all.
See ya.
okie dokie. Have a
Okay.
good day, O'Prickle.
Okay, guys, have a good one.
See you later, Sean.
See ya.
Go swimming, do some groceries, and then I'll be back.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go have some fun. See ya.
Cool. Talk to you later.
You got it. Okay, guys. Let's just get out of here. I'll update this later. Do. 1 second. Okay. Out of Discord for now. And, be back around 6 p.m. for the rest of the night. Yeah, I'll do it right now. So, if you guys want to know as far as the sheet, I'll give you a little bit of bonus footage here, what happens, because you'll be seeing, I'm out of this now, I believe. Yeah. Okay, so you guys are following what we're following. So, what these guys were talking about early on, and I haven't really shown this, is how we go about doing this. I've probably shown it a few times, but I'll show it again. So I just saved. So when you go into the Minis Work Online map, which is a great resource, I can't say enough about it. And then you go to here. You can go to upload save game. Have you seen this, Emmett?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, okay. I wasn't too sure if you've seen the new little
Oh, yeah.
choo-choo.
Yeah.
But, okay, so slot 2. I almost grabbed the copy. That would have been good. That would have been really old. So you go that, you go upload, and this, of course, will update everything where we left it off. So these guys were up at the iron ore mine, I think it was.
Yes. Alright, they said that, but they also did say coal mine at some point, so I'm not sure.
No, I think they're up at the iron ore mine. I think he was talking. There he is.
Yeah.
So they're unloaded, and with storm and all set. Now, of course, I am over here. The logging camp that's been cleaned up because I brought in the cordwood cars. Brought them back. It also shows you where the switches are. This is the one I got to get rid of. And I am up here on the main line with Betsy.
I haven't seen the oil field yard on this yet. What is that?
Oh, the oil field yard. That's the latest that we had done. So this was the latest change that Emmett. It is very nice. I haven't got to use it yet. So ever since we put it in, we've had too much prior. I plan on using this tonight at some point. So hopefully before 9 p.m. so Emmett gets a look. We have a couple cars in storage there. Maybe sometime this weekend we get to the refinery. I hope so.
Oh, if you're going to use the oil field yard, I presume so.
Well, yeah, I'm not in a huge hurry to get to the refinery because we got a lot that can fill up here. As long as you have a lot that can fill up, it's okay. It's once everything is filled up, then you got to get it moving.
Personally, I'd like to have a lot of tanks just because they look cool. But
Well, they're expensive too.
Yeah.
They're 1,000. If you see the money, have you seen the cost for these?
I thought the box cars.
1,450 for a tank.
I thought the box cars were more.
No.
Wow.
And I only have one boxcar so far, but that's okay. We've been using it, the one boxcar.
I can afford about 10 of those tankers, but you don't need 10.
I'm not buying 10 tankers because honestly, we'd be getting into engine. No, okay. So here's the trick. Let me check the chat real quick. Hey, Mark, how's it going? We're down to 2 viewers. I lost everybody. Everybody thought I was ending.
No one cares.
Nobody cares. But anyways, once this goes on the thing, so you go into industries, and you start copying right here. This is from the save. Copy to the end of here. Control C, and then that's done now. We don't have to worry about that. We go into what Bob was talking about, the various different tabs and all this other stuff. Now, we usually start right here, just to make sure everything is matched up, because he will make changes. So, for example, the sawmill input, for example, it's changed. You can see some of the changes that have happened since we've been running. A couple other ones, I'm sure we'll see iron ore cordwood, oh no, iron mine input. So that's changed. The output's changed. So this is producing. So this is producing right now. It's in the process of producing. And then we start getting into the firewood depot, which is changed because we had nothing to start with, and now we've I brought in 14 for cordwood, and this is loading up. So this is topping off. As long as we keep it at 100, this will keep on lowering, and then we'll be able to bring in more excess at any point. Everything else is the same. So we do that again. That's just to make sure that everything is hunky-dory. And then we just put it here, and then this changes everything. So tonight when the guys come in, they can go down to the Run Trains tab, and they'll see what's available. So we no longer have that train that was... actually, we do have lumber. So we can still... they're still asking for lumber. They're asking for raw iron. So about 4 cars of raw iron. They're asking for 5 cars of lumber. And these inventory balance ones, I wouldn't necessarily do that. It's hard to say. It depends how much of an imbalance it is. Iron ore loading. Let me see here. Now that's beams and lumber. Raw iron. Okay, so he doesn't have the raw iron that is coming into, because I can tell you right now that raw iron is going to be needed down below. The lumber is going to be needed down below as well. So the schematic is just a little extra. This is updated everything. So when you go into here, you see. Well, I thought it did say it for the ironworks. It should be asking for 100. Did I see that though? Maybe it was there. That's 100. 100. It literally can use 100. Let me just double check that, because I don't know if I saw that. Ironworks. Well, there it is. So yeah, it's asking for all kinds of trains. So it's asking, it can run, we can run 5-6 car trains down there. Actually, we got to get this into 5s and 10s, but we'll deal with that later. And 5 and 10s are easy. Even we were gonna do evens because they're easier for the to have 2 things, but then we realized that 5 is about optimal to see for a single player, and 10's pretty good for 2. But because you still get visibility from you still get visibility, at least you can see your train still, for some of the issues with the clients. But anyways, all this raw iron that's asking for down here, so it's asking for 15 cars of raw iron to just disappear. I don't believe that's necessary. For this, it's asking for... is there that much raw iron that's available? How much raw iron is available? I got a funny feeling there's a lot. Schematic. So we look over at... Yeah. This is clogging up the system. So there's like 80 that has to get out of here to even things up.
Well, some can go to the ironworks, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, some will go to the ironworks. That'll get that moving again. But you can see, look at this. Wow, they got that totally. The smelter is totally filled up. Yeah, this is definitely something that needs to be done.
I guess that must go to the ironworks.
Well, I'm gonna do the ironworks first, and I'll probably run a... I would actually run a 10-car train to the big yard, and then this is where, you know, running the smaller jobs out there, and then I still think there should be a switcher at the south end, just to deal with all the rest of the stuff. But I'll talk to Bob a little bit more about that tonight, and see what he thinks. But I mean, this is a simple schematic just to give you an idea. So yeah, this is where it's coming from. So that needs 100. So right there. I mean, you could load that thing up, and then you'd have an imbalance the other way, which, you know. But then coal. Well, see, there's not enough coal right now to balance it, so it's okay. There would be an imbalance, but imbalances aren't the end of the world. So I'm gonna try to have it so that the guys don't run those trains without checking with me, because I think there's ways around it. At least not those ones. Like the I'm perfectly fine with the so the inventory balance. I would much rather see this go into a yard, and we have the cars to do it. In fact, that would be more ideal, is to use the yard and load up a bunch of raw iron down there, so that we can use it in the south. The places they're going to use it is in the south and the depot. The only place that the depot needs it right now is for 4 cars, because I don't have a big inventory for that. But I'll have to change the demand a little bit more for these as well too, to coincide with what's in inventory, and slow down the demand once there's hardly anything left. But we'll see how it goes. Anyways, that's it for now. Nobody's gone. They don't like this boring stuff. We'll be back at 6 p.m. tonight, hopefully. Have a good one. Have a good afternoon. See ya.
Bye.